Today we're going to prepare a foundation for our extension. Basically we're going to dig into the ground and pour a concrete footing. In this particular case, he's looking for a footing 400 millimetres wide, 400 millimetres high. So we're going to dig into the ground 500 mil and pour a footing on top of it. Just by eye, I'm carrying that line of that string line down to the ground. It's reasonably crude. So the foundations that we're going to dig are on this side of that line. Let's get a shovel and get started. All of this organic stuff we keep running into is no good for our foundation. It's got to be taken out of the way. I'm fortunate here, this is a very sandy soil. It's easy stuff to dig. Your project's much bigger than this. You can of course get a machine in to do it. When we pile the soil up on the edge, we keep a walkway along here and a walkway along there, so we've got to work in there later to put our steel in. As we work our way around the corner, the land's sloping up. The bottom of our foundation remains level, and then after a while we put a step in it and start a slightly shallower height. I'm about to put that step in to check to see that we are right underneath our line, and if need be we can trim up parts of it, check our depth, which remember we've got 400 millimetre concrete and it needs to be 500 into the ground, so obviously we've got a bit further to go here, so this needs to come down a bit. And the base is now in that material that the moist, dense sand that the soil report was talking about. So we clean all this loose material out, cut off the last of these roots, and we're going to be ready for reinforcing steel. When our trench is ready, we fit reinforcing steel in each length. The reinforcing steel should fully overlap on the corners. In the bottom of the trench, we support the reinforcing steel on these little plastic legs. We put a little peg that gives us the height where we want our concrete to be poured to. Fill it full of concrete, and we drop another piece of steel, a second piece of steel in the top. And we push that piece of steel into the wet concrete about 50 mil. And then we smooth it all off. And that's a solid foundation now for all the rest of our building work. I'm just going to transfer all the load of that building down evenly into the ground. Time to lay some bricks.